for coming to the closing ceremonies again. I've said it 3 times. How many times I can say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up for the ICE conference, the ICE Energy Conference. Thank you for participating, being so engaged. This chat has been so busy, and the surveys, the polls, the community. And I was just saying it earlier, please continue in that community, because as a community, it never stops. We always are a community, even if we're not in this conference. So before we do that, I hope everybody's here, because we want to give away another prize. Ryan, I want you to come back, make your entrance. I want everybody at their keyboard. Fingers on your keyboard. I'm giving you time to do that. Ryan is going to give you a question for another experience box. So give the awesome, easy, hard question.
Are you guys ready? Ready to go? All right. So the next question is, Golden, let's do this. The next question is, where is the ICE headquarters located?
Oh my God.
That's fast.
I can't believe how fast these people are.
It's just because I have that good internet connection, that fiber optic, that's why. Yeah, so we have Ridge Morrison Martin. You are the winner of the Experience box. We'll contact you and we'll get that prize to you. Good job, everyone. And I'm going to pass it back to Maddie. She's going to introduce the next part of this.
Thank you. That was awesome. I love how fast everybody is at typing this. So congratulations, and you'll be contacted for your prize. So in the closing, in this closing ceremonies, of course, the Air Canada tickets are going to be announced. How many people are excited about that? Woo-hoo! So I wanted to just say exactly how you were put into the draw for the plane tickets is you were engaged in this chat box. They kept, there's people in the back here, I don't know where they are, invisible, but they're an amazing team. And they are keeping track in the chat who has been engaged, who has been asking questions, who has been in there, people who have done the surveys, people who have done the polls, just any engagement, maybe in the community, I don't know, but as long as you were super engaged, you have been watched. You have been watched to see how much you've been engaged and how many questions you've been asking, and your name has been put into this draw. So exciting, because it's going to be announced at this closing ceremony. I just want to say thank you for showing up. I'm going to hand it over to Ryan. I don't know if he's going to be above or below or beside me. He's going to introduce the next speaker that we have coming on for the closing ceremonies.
Awesome. Thanks, Maddie. So up next, we have Teresa Eamon, Senior Director of Environmental Affairs at Air Canada and a proud sponsor of ICE. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Teresa. The floor is yours.
Great. Thank you, Ryan. So good afternoon to you all, and congratulations on what clearly has been a fantastic week. Obviously a privilege to be able to join you here on behalf of Air Canada and tell you that we're very happy to have been able to help support not just ICE, but also previously the Catalyst 2020. And really part of what we do at Air Canada is we connect people. And so that's an important part when you're trying to solve these kinds of questions around clean energy. Just quickly, I just wanted to share two thoughts that I had during the week. I was able to join in and out sometimes at night, listening to some of the recordings, and two things came to mind. I heard a lot of words like technology challenges and costs and scale up and collaborations and partnerships. And what resonated was that's very similar to Air Canada's sustainability journey. Is we also are on a quest for clean energy and how do we provide more sustainable aviation for our customers. So I thought that was an interesting parallel. And the second piece, really more from a personal level, even though I was listening to recordings, this warmth and spirit and this really authentic feeling and humor. People bugging Chris. It was awesome. It was just so wonderful to see, and it was just sort of leaping off the screen. And I have to say, in my work at Air Canada, and I've been here for 27 years, I've attended a lot of environmental conferences, a lot of industry meetings and collaborations, and I've never quite felt what I felt listening to this one. So I congratulate you on that. I think that's a really special quality. And lastly, I'll just say, so that we can get to the ticket winner, is that in addition to those tickets to anywhere Air Canada flies, we will also be providing carbon offsetting for those flights as well. So kind of a bit of icing on top of the cake. So with that, thank you again. Congratulations. We look forward to further dealings together. That would be our wish. And thank you again. And I'll pass it back to Ryan. Thanks.
Hi, sorry, my camera wouldn't go on. Thank you so much, Teresa, for sharing that. So anywhere Air Canada flies, okay? So when we can fly again. So we're just gonna get right to it. I'm gonna invite one of the ICE team members, Aubrey, to come on, and we're gonna do the draw right now. How exciting!
Hello.
Hello, everybody. I know that you are so excited for this to come on. And like Maddie said, we have been watching you, not in a weird way at all. Like I says all the time, we want to catalyze collaboration. We want to award the people who are carrying through our mission by talking to people, interacting in the chats, getting to know different people, and attending our sessions live. And so there were so many opportunities for people to get involved. And we're so happy with the long list we have. And so when I bring up this draw, you're going to see so many names that you can't even read it because it's so tiny on the screen. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who did engage, because it's going to be an incredible draw here. And thank you so much to Air Canada for providing this, because we couldn't have done it without you. So without further ado, I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, can everybody see this?
Holy smokes.
I know, you can't even see it. And it will be announced as an email address, just a heads up, but we'll connect you to the name afterwards, and you'll be contacted after the conference. Okay, so I'm going to click to spin.
The suspense.
I know, I'm nervous.
Okay, and the winner is SMB Consulting at platinum.ca. So thank you so much for taking part. We will connect with you after the e-gathering, and that is it for the announcement. So congratulations. I see that that's Sydney Vandale's dad. So exciting. Thank you so much, Air Canada. Thank you so much to all the attendees who took part. It was truly an amazing opportunity to be able to host this event and have you all here. So I'll hand it back to our lovely MCs.
Thank you, Aubrey, and congratulations to Sydney's dad. Maybe you'll get that second ticket. But awesome. So thank you, Air Canada. Thank you, Aubrey, for all your amazing work. That woman is a true leader. She is doing so much, and I'm so grateful for her strength and her resilience through this whole week. So I also get the honor of introducing another powerful woman on the ICE team. Let's invite Terry Lynn up for some closing remarks.
Thank you so much, Maddie. I'm definitely channeling in my inner Cookum and that nice calmness that you shared with all of us throughout the week. So I've been meditating on that as I'm getting ready to give some closing remarks over here today. So good afternoon, everyone. Welli melwi agwej. Bon après-midi. I want to share a little bit about my top three things that I took away from this virtual conference. I thought it was really cool how, you know, whenever people are on stage presenting, you could literally scream at anybody that's in the chat. Like people were like, "Hey, how's it going?" And then like, imagine if we're in a real conference and we were engaging with people that way. So I'm just trying to look at the brighter side of things as we're gathering virtually. I know it's not the same. We're sitting in front of our screens, but I thought that was pretty cool when like people were doing shout outs to Bill Williams all the way out in Nunavut, you know, all the way from Listigich, like Troy. So yeah, that was awesome. Another thing that I thought was really cool is that you can be totally silent. You could just be a creeper and nobody even knows that you're there. So despite however your style of conferencing is virtually, we love you all. So to those that are screaming out across the room, to the ones that are sitting there silently, taking it all in, that is so awesome. And my number 3 thing that I think is so cool about virtual conferences is that pants are completely optional. Like, when did we ever imagine that we were going to be coming together in such large numbers and we didn't even have to put pants on? I mean, I wore joggers and my moccasins the first day and nobody knew. So, in all seriousness, though, the work that we are doing here together, it's really important. We are decolonizing ourselves. We're bringing together our Indigenous knowledge and our ways, and we're looking at it from a Western view. We're understanding science and technology. And at the same time, we're healing ourselves. We're carrying trauma as Indigenous people. Oh, I even feel like I'm getting emotional. But all of us that are working in this field, you know what I'm saying when I say that we're working in a space where reconciliation is taking place. We, as a people, are going into uncharted territory from these large, complex systems that take years of training and specialized skills to be able to understand and operate this technology. It's intimidating. Let's be completely honest. I was intimidated when I first heard about a wind farm. My former boss, Troy Jerome, who was on a panel earlier this morning, you know, he was rambling all these numbers. There's 1,600 megawatts of development in Guespegawagi. There's only 2 Mi'kmaq workers. There's no social or economic benefits coming back to our communities. Well, did that ever light fire underneath our butts? And at the end, through hard work and perseverance, through negotiation, through learning, through growth, sometimes it hurt. I'm sure I still have a few scars from that journey that I was on. But in the end, the results were a successful project. 150 megawatt wind farm owned by 3 Mi'kmaq communities in the Gaspésie. We put 116 Mi'kmaq workers through training. We got them up to work. We had a 50-50 partnership with our partner Interjex that provided a total of $230 million of revenue over the next 20 years to our communities, who can decide how they want to share that revenue to provide services and programs that are needed in our communities that are severely underfunded. So now going back to what I was talking about when I say we're carrying trauma, it wasn't easy to play a part of a project director in this space. I was at the table with presidents of companies, with top-level government officials. I was working with our own chiefs and councils. I was working with community members. I was working with my family. We know what that's like. I almost like, you know, when I was writing this earlier, I said, I felt like I was Whitney Houston. I'm every woman. You had to answer everything. Why do we have to pay tax? Why is there only 100 Mi'kmaq workers and not more? Are you selling our land? Why do we need to take training? Why isn't chief and council in charge of hiring? Why aren't we getting free power? I can go on. You get me, right? What it's like working in communities and trying to break down these barriers. And then you're trying to look like you know what you're doing when you're sitting at the table with these project directors and team meetings where these smart, experienced, polished professionals are looking at you for your feedback. They want to know about where we should put an operations building that's going to have the less impact on how your people are using their territory. They want to know, they want answers to environmental studies. They want letters from our communities for permitting. They want to have a meeting with the chief and councils. I mean, there's nothing I wasn't asked, and it can be very overwhelming. But one of the things that I'm hoping is that my story has opened up your eyes to my brothers and sisters who are working in this field, who are the ones in their communities that are opening up the doors between clean energy, the social and economic benefits and health, developing our skills and scaling up the capacity of our people and business owners to work together. We are doing it. The network that we have here at ICE, the support of the catalysts, the mentors, our partners, the government, industry, foundations, the entire ICE community. Each of you here with us today are a part of that. And together we are walking the talk of reconciliation. And that is something to be proud of. This gathering was an entire week and we survived it. The ICE team really blew it out of the screen. So let's give them a huge well, Gwen, congratulations. Everybody, I'm so proud to be a part of this team. I want to make special mention to Aubrianne, who we hired on this summer as an intern, who never had any experience with ICE, who took the file and led us through this incredible week. Thank you so much, Aubrey. It's been a real honor to work with you. I also want to make mention to our communications team, Lena and Sydney, who really pushed this event out. We had over 700 registrants this week, our largest networking event ever. So you know what that means. We can only go up from here. Now, when we get past this pandemic and we're able to gather in person again, you know we'll be bringing the gathering back to our in-person gathering. So we hope that in 2021, we'll be able to come back with some information on when and where we'll be able to gather together again. But right now, we all have to continue doing our part, washing our hands, staying home, social distancing, and being really easy on ourselves. This is so important to take care of ourselves. And if you need some heartwarming stories, I urge you all to go back, visit the sessions that you missed. Our cultural teachings that our MCs, Ryan and Madelaine, along with Marika Sila presented, they're so calming and grounding. I know throughout the week, people from our team were going to them, grounding themselves, starting their day. It was really important because that's that 2I seeing, right? The Western world and our indigenous ways and how we can bring each other together. I'm channeling my peaceful side, like I said, that Maddie taught me all week. We just have to breathe it in and go slow. So thank you for that teaching, Maddie. Our MCs were really completely new to ICE as well. And all week they've been saying how they want to join us. So I first want to say thank you both for agreeing to take on this role. Everybody clap. I wish we had like screens and we could see everybody, but thank you guys so much. You did an incredible job and you are a part of the family. So you're welcome. That was easy, right? It's really easy to join in over here. And I'm so happy that we broadened our network, and that is really where the impact happens. So please, everybody, let's not stop here. Let's keep these conversations going. Let's follow up with each other, reach out, make these connections on LinkedIn, follow ICE on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And if you haven't already, join us on the ICE network. So that's icenet.work. Let's walk this talk of reconciliation. And in Mi'kmaq, we don't have a word for goodbye. We say namultis, which means see you later. So namultis, everyone. Stay safe and stay hopeful. Walalin. And on that note, I'd like to invite our Executive Director, Chris Henderson, to say a few words. Thank you.
Okay, we'll just wait for Chris to refresh. He looked like he had some powerful words that he was sharing. Can we hear you now? Can't hear you.
And there it is. I have no words. I just have gratitude. I just have gratefulness. I have thanks to Aubrianne, to Terry Lynn and all of the ICE team, all of our sponsors and speakers and moderators and partners. So I have nothing more to say because it's just been a great week, a powerful week. There's much change ahead. I think we're working with our hearts and our minds and our bodies. So with our hearts comes the love of togetherness and action and the passion to take action on clean energy. With our minds, we got to do new things so we move forward. And our bodies need a bit of a rest now for the next few days, but we know we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you very much. Megwich.
Thank you so much, Chris, for those powerful words. And I'm just going to give a couple closing remarks from myself, and then Ryan, and then we have another thing to close. So I just want to say thank you so much. I'm holding this willow because it's giving me groundedness. Terry Lynn, thank you for what you shared. I feel so emotional from what you shared, and I'm so sad that this week is coming to an end, but I know that I'm going to stay a part of this community, even if not an MC in another way, and I'm going to stay engaged in that community. And I just want to say hi, and thank you so much for inviting me to hold space, to create this energy, because you have given me confirmation. You have gifted me that I am doing what I'm supposed to do. And Aubrey, yes, our people carry trauma. And through that trauma, I wasn't told what I was good at in my life growing up. I had to figure it out on my own. And here this week has proven that I am doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm doing what I'm good at. Sorry. And I just thank you so much, Chris, for your powerful teachings and your vision and this team. And I'm so proud and honored to say that I'm a part of this. And I just want to thank all the participants that have showed up, that have shared and engaged. You have made this happen. Over 700 of you have been here. So I just want to say, be like this willow, and remember, the path that we're on doesn't only stop when we make one choice. You can change it up here as well. So hi, all my relations. I'll pass it to Ryan.
Awesome. Thanks, Maddie. Beautiful words, like always. I'd like to thank Terry Lynn for your beautiful words and for being vulnerable and sharing what you had. You have so much passion in the work that you do, and you can see it. And they say the Creator doesn't give you things you can't handle, and you're on the right path. You're on the right path. You're doing this work, and you're doing it in a good way, in a kind way. And like Chris said, you got to do these things with your mind and your heart, and you'll always go in the right direction. And whether that direction veers off in one way or the other, like Maddie was saying, you always find yourself on the right track if you follow your heart and you do things in a good way, and just let the Creator kind of help clear that path for you. And I know the future is bright. I'm so grateful to be here. I feel really good. I've learned so much. And like Terry Lynn said, like in my language, we don't have a way to say goodbye. It's white, and then we Wikinshin. It's till we see each other again. And I know we're gonna see each other again. I want to stay connected, and like Terry Lynn said, you can join the ICE network and be involved in the discussion, be involved in the forums, and just stay connected until next time, until we see each other again. Hopefully we can see each other in person. But with that, I am going to pass it over to our elder, Patrick Lightning, better known as Muslim Rick, all the way from Musquecheese. Looking sharp, Muslim Rick. I'll pass it over to you.
You can't see my Bermuda shorts I'm wearing. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to also mention to Chris said body and mind and the spirit as well of all the people that believe in this process, in doing what you're doing. It's an amazing event that you all young people who represented your tribes across this land. You honored your people, and I thank you for doing that. It's always been my belief that we have the capability and the capacity to be able to do the work ourselves. We just needed the opportunity, and I thank Chris. He's got the most amazing, the best of our young people across this land working with us, with this team, and that's an amazing team that you have. So that would be the body, mind, and spirit. That your team believes in you, believes in what you're doing, and believes in the product that they represent. And I think that's so important in what we do today. And that's something I wanted to share, is that in our lives, all our people, all my relatives across this land, all the different tribes that are out there, we're all related, and that's so important that we always remember that, and that respect is always there, with that we always remember each other's tribe and pray for each other's tribe, especially during these trying times of our people, that are our elders and our young people and people are dying across our land from this virus. And we always have to keep that in mind. There's sadness out there, and keep our prayers for those families that have lost loved ones. Just to be able not to, it's a reality of our people, that we always remember life and death is part of our life, but we also respect both of that cycle. And but also right now in this time, this period in our lives, this virus is really it's going into all our communities, but it's not only our communities across Canada. It's brought everybody together in a negative way, because everyone gets this virus, not only one group of people, but every nation, every nationality in Canada gets this virus. It doesn't matter what color you are. It goes after the families. So I just wanted to say that, and that's will be part of my prayer today. And I thank everybody that got up this morning. When your feet touched the floor, did you say, "Thank you"? My life, my ceremony starts today, and your ceremony is ongoing today till the minute you lift your feet off the floor. In that day, this is your life. This is your day ceremony that we go through, and hopefully everyone here has 365 more ceremonies to go, and that's something I wish for everybody. So what I'll do is I'll say my prayer and I'll sing the blessing song. Ha no tawi ma se watsi and ha naskmana minigiska amina. Ha naskmanam stahe uto sky kwasaka maskina and wistawa paksita tsukiwe mioasan. Pite kwetta tsukuta. Ega gwan gan wia wa takaisino kiwetta makuma skate moon kiwetta maka sky gan ektahayatsik kiwetta maka skiwa. Gumagwetsimta no tawi mouse. So imnan wasaka mutahaya kwesi utahaya wahyo giabs tohte auto meskino wasya meskino tohte auto as ngawi mawaski gumanaskumanim stehe kutakiska minan hai naskumanim stehe. No tawi. So needs I see no. Azoria. Sometimes when you sing these songs, you can feel the emotions across our land. The elders, the grandmothers, and the grandfathers sit at night, and it's hard because you feel the emotions of the various tribes they come from. But I wish nothing but the best for everyone. I wish that we all have many sunrises to wake up to, that happiness comes back to our lands again. Thank you for inviting me to be here. Thank you for honoring me to work with such young people who are like you. You have the whole world's ahead of you. I grew up with the concept my father gave me. His name was Albert Lightning. He said, Nothing's impossible. Everything is possible. And that's something I grew up with that as a young man. I didn't live in the box. I lived outside the box. And my adventures and where I traveled all over, it helped me understand who I am. Because as we are natural travelers, that's our natural. That's who we are. We travel over across this land. Our ancestors have done that. But thank you very much, everyone. I'm sorry I took a little longer than I should have. But you know what? I'm not sorry for crying because that's who we are. Our tears are always there. Thank you. Hi, hi.
Thank you, Mr. Rick. That was powerful, and thank you for that medicine. I literally have no words. I just, as a challenge, as a motivation to the people here, those prayers, to keep those with you every time you wake up, you go to sleep, and to visit the trees. Aski, visit the earth, go sit with her. She will give you all the answers to everything you're asking for. So thank you, Muslim Rick, and I'm having gratitude to be in your energy. This is the first time I've met you, so thank you. And with that, I'll say hi and pass it over to Ryan to say good night.
Thanks, Maddie. Yes, beautiful words, Muslim Rick, like always. Can feel it in the song. And in my people, we don't typically have words in our songs. And the elders always told me that some of the most powerful songs are songs where you feel the emotion, you feel the energy. And some of our songs have crying in them. And those are very powerful songs, and we can all feel it. We're all on a computer right now, and we can just feel the energy. I know. But I'm super grateful to be here. It's been a good week. It just flew by, and I'm a little sad to see all of you go, and we'll do our own things. But I know you're all going to be doing good things in your community, and the future looks bright. And with that, we are going to be closing the 2021 Ice E gathering. Woo! Give you all a round of applause. Did an amazing job. Learned so much this week, but like Terry Lynn said, it's not goodbye. White Ninwiso weekend chin until we see you all again. And with that, I think we're going to close, but you can stay connected on the ICE network, and I'll be trying to engage in that chat. I want to get involved as much as I can. You guys are doing incredible work, and I want to be a change maker in my community too. So I don't know if Maddie wants to say anything else before we go, or is that it?
We don't want to say goodbye, or we don't want to say see you later even. We just want to keep going, but let's just do it. All my relations, have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you